one thing that we love about Cam Newton.
Fashion.
Yeah, we do love some fashion. This is why we're going to bring our good friend Kelly Calhoun, our fashion aficionado.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Go and throw those headphones on right there, Kelly. I know we're coming right into studio. We're going to bring you in right into it.
Studio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hello,
Let's do
Kelly.
it.
Welcome for joining us.
Yes.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
having
you.
me. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Heard a lot about you.
Oh, I hope it's good things.
All good
Well,
things.
I mean, I haven't said anything.
In the podcast. I mean,
Well, of
love
course.
it. Love it.
So I have a question for you, Kelly.
Yes.
Which one of us between Chris and I can pull off a Cam Newton hat?
Chris.
You think so? I have this weird head right here.
I mean, you're talking about weird heads. I have a weird head. Trust me. I have a weird head. But no, you think Chris?
I mean, honestly, I think maybe only Cam Newton can pull off Cam
Yeah, I was
Newton
gonna say.
That's
hats,
fair. I respect that.
But out of both of you, I would say, yeah.
Now, he actually pulled something off I thought was actually really cool, Kelly. You sent this to me earlier.
Uh-huh.
He, in one of his hats from his press conference earlier this week, he actually had a Clark Kent press pass.
Yes, love that.
Yeah. So did you know, like, that was a little subtle thing. Obviously, he does the Superman, but people don't know.
all about the details.
Exactly. It's
All about the details. It is.
So
It sure
what,
is with
what makes,
fashion.
yeah.
Well, with that, I took that as just kind of a little symbol that he's having fun.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked about it. And I think that, we're right in the middle of the busy season in sports right now. It's really important for people to have fun.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a cute little, tidbit.
And he had like
throw
that,
in there.
not the I'm back, but we back.
Yeah.
We back shirt as well.
Which is cool. Yeah. I thought that was, and if you've ever read anything about slow fashion, which is trending right now, it's like really popular.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Explain that to me.
Yeah.
Eco fashion. It's more about buying certain like signature pieces in your wardrobe that you will have for years, not just like the fast fashion where you're just buying things that like from Walmart that are going to break, in the next like few months and just toss it.
Like what's like the trending thing at this moment, but something that's going to last over time. Okay.
So slow fashion. It's also very like altruistic. So that's what I really liked about his, crossing the I out and writing we. And I had to, I think even more highly of Cam after that because being as wealthy as he is, he doesn't have to seem like he, is for the common good, I guess. So I really
For sure.
think my intuition's telling me that he is a good dude.
Oh, yeah. For sure. He bought, I think, 50 tickets for
fans who've never been to a Panthers game.
Yeah.
So they can experience it
for tomorrow, which is awesome, which is fantastic. So I need to know more about this slow fashion. So if I'm buying something.
I feel like I've had slow fashion for a long time because I really don't buy clothes like that.
Neither do I. Like, I still have stuff for years, I still have stuff, we'll get to that a little bit later on. But like the slow fashion thing, so if someone is looking to up their wardrobe game and they want to do that slow fashion, what are some things they should, lack of a better term, invest in?
A nice coat,
Okay,
a nice
nice
pair
coat.
of jeans.
Nice.
We kind of live in the textile center of the world, really, here. There's
Okay.
a lot of really cool companies to follow. I say just follow your heart,
Yeah.
Yeah, get like 10 pieces. I mean, we all have like that pair of like perfect jeans, I feel like that just lasts like 20 years. You know?
Yeah.
And you can wear them like 3 times a week. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, for me, it's
It's hard to
than 3
find
times a
them,
week.
but when you do, it's like love at first sight.
More than 3 times a week, as we actually get a stop and appearance from Brian the Turkey, who joined us earlier from the Raleigh Christmas Parade. Now, I think Cam Newton's got a little bit of a Hollywood style.
Yes.
Would you say? What makes it a Hollywood style?
Oh my gosh. I mean, he definitely has that shock value going on. He's very unique, though. I think, like we were talking about before, like there's things that I think only Cam Newton can pull off. Would I like encourage my boyfriend to go like emulate his style? No.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like it's just at the point where it's like let Cam be Cam.
I have a question for you when it comes like to his like evolution, because he always wore nice suits and they were I wouldn't necessarily say they were over the top at first, but then they started to become a little bit more loud. And then I remember the week where I think it was in 2016, it was this he almost looked like a superhero where he had, I guess that's what he wants to be with Superman.
Super
of course.
Cam,
It was just this floral thing just all over the suit, but then like the lapel was black, the tie was black, the shirt was black, and then he had the matching hat and all that type of stuff. And just over time, he's just getting more and more colors, more and more details. As a fashion aficionado yourself, when you see somebody who's doing that, who keeps going, like where can you go next? Because like he keeps pushing the envelope, and I don't know how far you can actually push it.
He does. I mean, we'll have to see what Super Cam comes up with, but I have a feeling that that's just his style. Like that's his intrinsic style, the flowers and the colors and the hats, and he probably like over time has been more comfortable like showing that. I think the guy just likes to have fun. I think he's kind of like a big kid.
Yeah.
Like you see him in these goofy hats sometimes, and he's just smiling and.
No, you're fine. You can bang that mic all you want. It's trust me, these things are indestructible. Kelly Calhoun joining us here in studio. Now, Kelly, you've modeled all over the world basically. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm curious, can someone average like myself pull off Cam Newton's shoe game?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess. Thank you for joining us, Kelly.
Aggressive.
Quite aggressive over here. No, I was
It's my turn to be the heel.
Okay. Well, yeah. That makes sense.
Charlottesville is only a stop to Washington, D.C.
It really is. I will 100% agree to that. I mean, honestly, just go through Richmond.
What was the Winston-Salem thing the other day? I was driving into work and I heard. I was like,
so yeah,
he's feisty about this.
I joked that Winston-Salem was a pit stop on the way to Asheville.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And Chris, being from the 336, got a little offended.
I'm from Greensboro.
He's from High Point.
But I'm from Greensboro, but I like Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem was a cool place. And then I got Anthony. He's from Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
So like, being from the Triad, you just got to represent all of that. So
exactly.
and when you talk about one part of it, you're kind of cutting down the whole area, in my opinion. So I have to.
They have a fashion week, Winston-Salem. Mm-hmm.
They sure do, Dennis.
Yeah.
Raleigh.
You might miss it because you're just gonna drive through.
Well, there's Raleigh Fashion Week, and I know my friend Kelly Calhoun's been part of Raleigh Fashion Week.
I've done almost all of the shows, I think, here in Raleigh. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right, so what else makes Cam's dressing style unique? Because obviously it's been not only highlighted about him, but we also seen other players in the NFL start to add, like, you know what, I'm going to
add some color,
to their wardrobe as well. So what else is unique about his style that's maybe a trend setting?
I think it's the whole thing, like we were talking about before. He's just like a big kid. Mm-hmm. He's just having fun. Like he's just smiling. And, sports industry, it's a lot of fun, but it can be pretty serious, very highly competitive. So I think it's important for people to like do little things like the little press pass with the
Clark Kent press pass and all that stuff. Now, for someone as myself,
it's adorable.
I know I'm never going to be able to pull off a Cam Newton style, right, Chris?
No.
Never going to be able to pull off a Cam Newton style.
Never.
But something that I'm curious about for someone like me, I need to upgrade my wardrobe. I really do. It's something I've been wanting to do. I need to buy some new shirts other than T-shirts. I have a million of those. T-shirt, my color palette's all over the place. But when I buy actually nicer shirts, I tend to lean towards blue. And I need to get away from that. My girlfriend and I were planning on actually going and shopping and buying some stuff. What colors should I expand to? Like, what color palette? Red? Okay.
Duh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's bold.
It is bold.
Yeah.
It is bold, but I have hazel eyes, so I don't know if that factors into anything.
Yeah.
Look at it. He's trying to. But I have hazel eyes. Y'all hear that?
Let the
What does that have to do with anything?
Let her. Come on.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, red would be a great color. On you. I'd go for it. Yeah.
Sound like a humble brag to me. I would wear red, but these beautiful hazel eyes that I have.
Does that factor in though? Like eye color, would that factor? Like, does colors look better with people? Like obviously, like hair color and stuff.
I'd have to see it
well.
on you, honestly, to give my full opinion. But it's really about what you feel comfortable in.
Okay.
Cam just feels comfortable in those giant Joker hats sometimes. Hey, let Cam be Cam. Like
I can't do the hat thing.
I know back in the day he had a clothing line that was out, and I don't know the state of it right now.
I don't either.
But
it was a few years back.
Yeah, it was a few years back. But I wanted to know, like, with somebody like that, when they're starting a clothing line and they are basically the actual look for it, knowing that most people can't pull that off, do you think that for the future success of it, he should wear things that are a little bit more toned down but still Cam at the same time so that he can sell more in the future?
Well, the thing with somebody like that, they're already rich, so they don't really have to do the normal like marketing like someone like myself does, and has to sit down and plan all that out. Like that shirt that he wore where he crossed out I and wrote we. Everyone wants to buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could definitely for sure. Yeah, because I guess I'm assuming as well he's also appealing to a different clientele other than like average Joe type person. I'm guessing, right?
I think next year, wish he would have come to the Panthers before Halloween, but next year we need to be Cam Newton for Halloween.
Which one?
There's plenty.
Take your pick.
That's the
Which
thing.
one?
There's plenty. Like you can do the football version and put on the pads and everything, and I'll just come in and look like a villain from Batman or something with all the great hats and the suits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to be a Superman villain.
Yeah,
Chris.
True. But sometimes he looks like he's like a villain from just all of. Like Darkwing Duck. Like sometimes he's like he's Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was one last year when he was with the Patriots that he wore. He looked like the yodeler from Price is Right. You know the game, like the yodeling game. He literally looked like the mountain yodeler from that Price is Right game. Just yada yada yada. He literally dressed and looked like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Where does he find those outfits?
Yeah, I know. It's like, but that's the thing. Is like, how does someone who designs clothing, Kelly? How does someone come up with the idea to design this stuff? Like what goes into making these decisions?
I think they're his ideas. He probably has somebody on speed dial, like a designer that sews. I do not sew.
Okay, but someone has to design these as well. I mean, obviously he's coming up with some of these ideas, but someone's got to.
I want a feather. I want a card. I want beads.
Right.
Make it happen and
by
make it look good.
this afternoon. Yeah.
Make it happen by in an hour. Need that. Because I'm just curious, like what. For someone who designs clothing, just you're speaking in general for yourself, Kelly. What goes into making decisions for designing clothing like that?
Well, I'm sure they have all of his measurements down now, so they'd all be custom pieces, so it wouldn't be too hard. So if he does pop in and he's like, I want, the elf suit today, they would just take that, pop it in, produce a prototype.
But for let's say you're designing a clothing line for a general public, what goes into, hey, this could be like a selling thing, or we can make this a trending fashion, as someone just in general, like in the industry?
Just intuition.
Okay.
I don't know. Ever since I was like a little girl, I was just always ahead with the trends. I just always knew.
That's actually what I wanted to go to as far as trends. Like I went to the store the other day. I won't say which store, but I was just trying to shop, and I feel like the fall/winter right now is very lumberjackish for guys, and I don't necessarily like that look. But it's hard to find something else. But how does everybody get on that same wave? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is every clothing line doing that? Is there something that happens? So there's this big secret meeting that happens beforehand, and everybody's just like, we're going to do this.
Yes, there is absolutely a top
seriously?
secret. Yes, seriously. There's a top secret meeting. Right. Yes, and it's held.
We're all going to do this.
Yeah, it's held by a company called WGSN,
Okay.
Trend Forecasters. So I get in on their reports. I get sent them. I get to look at them.
So this happens like 6 months early, so you have time to design and produce.
Yeah,
things.
but with COVID, like everything's wonky right now.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
have like the seasons are blending, the industry's changing. So
why won't people just can't do their own thing? Like, hey, I'm not really with the lumberjack thing. Let me go this direction. Like that
you
just
can. It's tough though. I feel like I mean
because everybody's gonna have that. Then you're gonna. I guess okay. I see what you're saying.
Well, I guess that's why I'm more of like a fan of slow fashion because you have those clothing. Those pieces that are just kind of timeless. And that's like with the clothing I design, like that's one of my taglines is timeless because I don't buy into the fast fashion thing. Like buy it and toss it out,
Yeah.
So.
That's an expensive habit too.
Sure is, yeah.
Yeah, I can't afford that. I know I can't afford that now for sure. Okay, so I know Chris, this is something Chris and I have talked about on our podcast, Culture State Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts, presented by our good friends at Papa Murphy's Pizza. Now, Chris has been criticized in the past about his suits that he wears on television.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize so many fashion police guys or ladies live in Raleigh.
I mean, there's only one I know, and it's Kelly. She's here.
Right.
So
I get so many emails.
Who are they?
At WRL.
Who are they?
And, like, so here's some emails I get. Like, sometimes I'll wear Vans with my suits.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it really makes people mad. And I get emails about that. Or
emails from who? Like the general public?
yeah, the general public. Like that's like
Lord
those are the
mercy.
emails that I get. I rarely like sometimes I'll get emails like you didn't cover NC State as much. That you get
Right.
that of course.
Yeah, understood. Yeah.
But and then sometimes people will say stuff because they just don't like you. But whatever. But I don't get those as often. What I get the most is I didn't like your suit today. Or I don't like the cut on your suit. You should dress more like David Crabtree. And my thing is this. Shout out to David Crabtree.
That
but
dude dresses
like,
sharp.
Yeah, he
that's
does.
cool and all.
Yeah.
But David Crabtree's also like double my age.
Yeah.
I'm going to dress differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You're going to dress like Chris. I mean,
he dresses how he dresses.
Yeah.
I'm going to dress how I dress.
Right.
And it's fine. I got fitted for my suits, and I think they're fine.
I think they're fine.
But I get that a lot.
I think people just are mad and they want something to be petty about.
That's
people.
a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
But
I'll
also,
turn off my email notifications right now.
I'll say this too, because I used to be a pro wrestler, so I'm 5'9" and I have like a thicker body, like 210 pounds. So also I think the way that I look like in my suits, it looks different than other anchors. So I think that's also triggering for some people as well.
But it shouldn't be. I mean, come on.
Because like it's a little bit more.
We're all just cookie
muscular.
cutter people here.
It's a little bit more muscular and all.
Yeah,
that,
right.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
just jealous.
There's some pretty tall anchors over there as well. I believe we actually, I believe our man Kevin's got a question for you, Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly, so
sure.
quite Kevin over here in the booth. How you doing? The Disney movie Cruella. Have you seen it? You know what I'm talking about?
The 101 Dalmatians.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but it's not called 101
Is it a spinoff?
Dalmatians.
Yeah.
It's the Disney Plus. You know.
Uh-huh.
Is that an accurate depiction of the fashion world, so to speak?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fast fashion. Yes.
I've never seen that movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah, like Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
Like for sure.
Okay, explain.
My first boss I had like out of college managing a fashion label was her to a T. The character in Devil Wears Prada. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
But it's a different type of competition.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Yeah, like it was a lot of just like who can come up with the quickest design. Let's get it out there, present it to whoever, put it on the runway, like over, like nonstop, every day, early morning, late night. And I just was curious if the fashion industry is that, if that's how it is.
That is how it is. That's not how I'm gonna do it, if that makes sense. So, you know.
Slow fashion.
Slow
I'm
fashion.
with that.
I'm with the slow fashion.
And I like
something to
sleeping
last.
in. I like sleeping in. This was early for me today.
Yes, I'm
I was
so
like,
sorry you had to get up so early this morning.
Saturday.
Chris, this is also an early morning for Chris as well, generally.
I have a daughter.
Oh, that's true. You have a daughter. But actually working, though.
I've done it, though. I've done morning radio. I've done morning
That's
TV.
true. You have.
Yeah, like when you do morning TV, you got to wake up at like 1:30 in the morning. So
That's true. All right, we only got 3 minutes left. Now, Chris, a moment ago you mentioned wearing Vans with your suits.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen this a lot, like trend, like for at least with guys when they wear like a suit or something along those lines, like
sneakers.
yeah, sneaker style, like
Love
what?
it.
Yeah,
Love
like,
it.
so what makes it what makes it cool, but also what designs work best with what pieces? I guess I should say. There's a lot of layers to that question.
Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I think it's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, feeling comfortable in the outfit.
Is there like a shoe design or style that goes well with like,
I think
suit
with
that
the
Chris
current
wears?
current suit cuts right now with the that are a little bit more snug.
Yeah.
That works better than if you're like got the old Steve Harvey cuts that are like, you know what I'm saying, the kind of balloons with sneakers. That doesn't present as well to me with sneakers.
Okay, so the fit matters. Okay.
It's like a slim fit.
Okay. So
And
slim
I'm
fit
a big fan of Jordans, and then like Converse All Stars. I don't know if you have a pair of Chuck Taylors, but they always look nice with a suit.
Okay.
Oh, I should do that. That'll really make people mad.
Yeah, right. So I was saying you get a lot of emails.
I'm for it. Now, it just classic, just black or like just classic black whites, Chuck Taylors.
It's your call, you know. Hey,
You know what? I'm gonna go buy some red Chucks. I'm gonna wear my gray suit with a red tie.
There you go.
I'm gonna see what people say.
I think that would be sharp. Yeah.
But then I'll probably be pulled in the office too and be like, Chris, don't ever do
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that.
It's fly, but don't ever do that.
It's
again.
fly.
I know. It's too fly.
So
The block is hot. I know.
yeah. So you got to. So it's important to match. You know, like the tie with the shoes, something along those lines, or the vest with the shoes. All those things, the belt and all that stuff. It all matters. The accessories.
Details.
The details.
Clark Kent press pass.
I think Dennis is trying to get fly for
I mean, you see these
his new boo. His new
You see
boo.
these shoes? I mean, I've spent some money. Hey,
Oh,
Chris
those
is
are
Chris is rocking the Pumas. Chris is rocking the Pumas. Kelly, thanks so much for your time. We really do.
You got
appreciate
it. Thanks for having
and
me.
if people want to follow you, where should they go?
My website's ckchod.com. It's CKC House of Design. And my Instagram is Kellybird, K3LLYBIRD.
You on Twitter?
And don't email me. Yeah.
Don't send
no
an email.
DMs. It's the same on Twitter.
Kelly.
K3LLYBIRD.
Okay.
Yeah, but love the podcast, Yeah, I'll keep listening. Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much, Kelly. Really do appreciate your time.
You got
Thanks for stopping by for such an early morning. Really do appreciate it.
I need a nap. Okay, thanks, guys.
She needs a nap.